Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Muhammad Wahab. As part of my today's video, I will prepare another chart to visualize many variables in one graph. For example, the data about socio-demographic variables like age, gender, education level, marital status, number of children, family system, job title, type of appointment, spouse employment status, spouse pension coverage status, monthly salary, work experience, and time to retirement are presented in this one Doughnut chart. Normally, in the research papers or research theses, the data about socio-demographic variables are presented in the form of tables. However, to make the data presentation more appealing, I developed this graph and it is also published in the International Journal of Emerging Markets under the title Investigating Pension Choice Factors Among the Faculty of Public Sector Universities in Pakistan. Okay, to begin making the graph, I will click on this Excel sheet as I have pasted my data here. But before making the graph, please note that all the statistics in this sheet are expressed in the form of percentages. Secondly, write 2 in front of each variable names to differentiate the categories or variables easily because the value creates a gap in the graph. I will explain it later. Now, select the data for which you want to create the graph and right click to select quick analysis. Under the chart option, I will select more charts and then I will select all charts option. Since I'm interested in the pie charts, I will click on that and then on the do not charts. Then click OK. After the chart has appeared, I will delete these legends and title of the graph since I will add them myself later. I will also change the size of the graph so that I can properly insert the legends later. As a next step, double click on the chart and under the fill and line option, click on both fill and border options in order to change the colors in the graph. First, I will give gold color to the data representing the largest categories. In order to remove these gaps between different slabs of a variable, I will also change the border color from here. Since I know about my data, so I am doing it quickly, but you have to verify it with the data in your Excel sheet while changing the colors. My next largest category will have a green color. And also I will change the border colors accordingly. Okay, in the third category, I will use black color. In the fourth category, I will use blue color. Okay, now the graph is almost ready. But in order to differentiate between the two different variables, as I earlier mentioned, to write 2 in front of each variable, this is in order to distinguish between the two different variables. I'll give it a white color. You can zoom it as well. Okay, the graph is almost ready, but I need to add details related to the variables names and its slaves. And for that, I will go to the insert option here, and under the illustration, I will select shapes, and then I will select text box. I will manually enter the variables names. Like my first variable is age. For the remaining variables, in order to simplify the process, I will copy and paste the age variable text box. And my second variable name is gender. Third variable name is education level. Fourth variable is marital status. Fifth variable is job title. Then we have monthly salary. And finally, we have work experience variable. After naming all the variables, I will add details related to their slaves. As an example, I will include information related to the slaves of age variable first. And for that, I will go to the insert option again. And under the illustration, I will select shapes, and then I will select text box. Okay, the age variable is operationalized as under 30 years, 30 to 39 years, 40 to 49 years, 50 years or older. Okay, now looking at the data, I will add the percentages as well. Under 30 years of age accounted for 19.5% of the respondents. 45.6% of the respondents, which is the highest category of all, are between the ages of 30 and 39. 23.2% of the respondents were between the ages of 40 and 49. Finally, 11.7% of the respondents were older than 50 years. Now, go to the insert option, and under the insert option, there is symbol option. And I will select this option, and then I will select black square from here. And the character code for this black square is 25A0. Then close it. Okay, copy and paste it for all the categories. Now it's time to change the colors of these squares. So since respondents ages 30 to 39 make up the majority of the respondents, and I have already given it gold, so I will make it gold. Okay, change all the colors of the squares according to the colors in the graph. Similarly, for the remaining variables, you should repeat the same steps as I did for the age variable to include slave related information. Simply just copy it from here and paste it. Okay, change these details according to the different operationalization of the variables. Like in gender, we have two categories, that is uh, male and female. I will remove this. Okay, now 57.1% of the respondents were male, 57.1%, and females were representing 42.9% of the total respondents. Okay, just align these and give or incorporate relevant details related to the education level variable, marital status, job title, monthly salary, and work experience variables. The graph is ready for interpretation. I hope everything is clear and you enjoyed watching this video. If you think it was informative, then share it with your students, colleagues, and friends. Thank you so much for watching.